So now I have the armor located on this mannequin, and I wanted to go over some of the points of why you would utilize this type of device. Well, obviously it's flotation. It's designed, if you look, we have a piece of armor here that is front opening armor. It's level 3A, and if I add a plate to the back, it's more weight in it with full mags. This is significant, especially carrying a weapon, whatever else I have. If I were to fall in the water with this armor, I'm significantly negatively buoyant. Most teams, most utilizers of armor at some point will probably want to train in the water as a survival technique. This device is designed to enhance that survivability, especially if you're unconscious. If for some reason you find yourself in the water from either an injury, a fall, hitting your head, possibly a gunshot wound, and you're unconscious and you can't control this armor, the auto-inflation system, once this is fully submerged, we'll get 6 seconds of water to it, it'll inflate completely, bringing the user to the surface. Now, without any manual interaction from the user, it'll float them in a heads-up, airway open position in most cases. The manual deployment, well, why would you want to use the manual cap? Why would manual deployment be for? That would be used for operators that find themselves actually working in the water. If they had to make an assault from, let's say, a canal bank, a beach, somewhere where they were actually going to be in the water, and they did not want this to deploy automatically, that's what the manual tab would be used for. The manual tab is utilized just by pulling this handle off, firing the pin, and you'll see, I'll demonstrate that in a second how that works. Again, just to rotate this mannequin to show you the configuration of the device when it's on in the rear. This doesn't have to be horizontal in that direction. You have full cut, where the shoulder locations would be. You still, again, there's no area where it's blocking the utilization of a weapon. One question that is asked is, well, if I have an automatic system, can I still manually deploy it? Yes, absolutely. If for some reason you had to go into the water, or if for some reason you're in the water and the system didn't work, you can pull the tab. Another question is, well, on an automatic system, how wet can I be? We've tested the system in simulated rain for 20 to 30 minutes, spraying it full on without having it deploy. I'm sure that at some point, if you were in a monsoon type situation where the thing would be saturated for long periods of time with large quantities of water hitting it, there's a possibility that it will deploy. And the cellulose can start to absorb water, deteriorate, and then deploy. In that situation where you find yourself, you're going to be in that heavy water spray, you're going to be in that situation, you want to opt for the manual cap. But for the most part, rain's not an issue, boat spray is not an issue, things like that's not a problem.